Now let's speak to Wiktor Moszczynski, who is the former spokesperson for the Federation of Poles in Great Britain and author of the book Hello, I'm Your Polish Neighbour. He joins us now. Do you agree with any of what David Cameron was saying today?
Well, some of it needed to be said about certain problems that have arisen because of the large number of people here who originally came here for economic reasons. The problem with it is that there are no solutions to what he said. So in a sense, because people are getting increasingly frustrated over their jobs, over their future, and they're wondering whether the impact of so many people coming in from abroad is the problem, that this only intends to highlight it that much more, rather than offering any solutions.
But do you think a cap is a bit of a blunt instrument with which to deal with this?
Well, it is, but of course it wouldn't apply to the Polish community that I represent, because we're allowed to come here.
No, although they want to introduce more sort of transitional controls, don't they? So it would have an impact on other EU countries.
I wasn't I must admit, I was under the impression that effectively that would affect new countries rather than...
Yes, that's right, that's correct.
Rather than existing countries.
That's correct.
So in a sense, we're already here. There are probably something in the region of 700,000 of us. I don't think there are any more particularly coming, but quite a number are settling here, which is probably what was not expected initially.
A lot of Polish people did come, though, didn't they, at one point?
They came in the last 10 years.
And what effect do you think that had?
Almost invited to come. Well, the impact, firstly, I mean, initially they integrated very well. In fact, they were almost lionised at the beginning because they worked hard. They seemed to be taking up a lot of jobs which nobody else seemed to want to do. Now, of course, this was at a time when the British economy was expanding dramatically. Now, of course, in time of recession, everyone's sort of having second thoughts. But on the whole, you know, the Poles who are here have integrated fairly well. Even, you know, their children are now going to school here. There's 140,000 children now, of Polish-speaking children below the age of 14 in the UK. So they are likely to be a more permanent fixture. And
the title of your book, Hello, I'm Your Polish Neighbour, speaks volumes about what you think about how immigrants need to integrate themselves into communities, which is exactly what the Prime Minister was talking about.
There is a lot that they need to learn, and there's a lot that obviously the indigenous population needs to know about them. And you know, there's no doubt about it. There are more strains now because of the economic situation. And it's right that the solutions are being sought, but the problem is if the solutions aren't clear, it's just going to increase frustration amongst others, the Poles who are in a sense the dark horse in the immigration debate.
Wiktor Moszczynski, thank you very much for coming to talk to us on BBC News.